Space, the final frontier. I'm not gonna do that. Hello everyone, Noctim0 here, and sorry for that little stupid ass intro. But pretty much, I haven't done Game Gems in a couple weeks, and I have a big one coming up for the 26th, but I gotta hand it in by the 23rd or I'm totally screwed. But because of the whole release of Star Trek Online, I thought to myself, like, this is a really fun game. I mean, I'm like, what other game did I enjoy this much? And I remembered a really awesome game that I played way back when on the PlayStation 1. It's from Activision, and it was probably one of the best Starfighter games I've played. And that is Star Trek Invasion. This thing is old. Okay, so to start things off, Star Trek Invasion is a space combat shooter within the Next Generation timeline, though I believe the story itself is non-canon, which to me kind of sucks. One of my favorite things about this game is the fact that they have Patrick Stewart and Michael Dorn reprise their roles as Jean-Luc Picard and Worf, respectively. The gameplay of the game is actually highly similar to the other game on the PlayStation 1 called Colony Wars. I've never played Colony Wars, but I have seen enough gameplay to see that I can understand where the comparisons come from. In fact, Colony Wars was made by the same development team who made Star Trek Invasion, so it wasn't really a blatant ripoff like most people that I knew who played it kept calling out. I mean, if it's made by the same people, really? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think one of my favorite aspects of this game was the gameplay. Graphically, it looked really good for its time. The ship-to-ship combat, being able to fight Romulan starships as well as Klingon, and what else? Oh my god, the Borg to me were the biggest pain in my ass while playing this game. And honestly, I didn't expect to do dogfights against the Borg. I didn't think they had smaller ships for that. But still, if I had to go back and play this game again, I would do it all over again. I mean, the gameplay, as I said, was fun. I even liked some of the escort missions, and it's just that the musical score, though not very Star Trek-ish as I remember, it was still pretty up there to the point where the music helped convey how intense the game got. I think I liked the escort mission, escorting the Enterprise through an asteroid field. Very simple, but very fun to do. I also did like fighting against the Romulans on some points, but my favorite overall starfighters to fight against were the Kamjate or the Herc, if anyone is familiar with the story at all. But I mean, the way the story actually starts out, though, is that a Federation probe gets launched and activated in deep space, and it immediately gets destroyed as soon as it's activated. But the image that it catches is an entire Borg fleet getting ready to invade the Alpha Quadrant. Now, for Starfleet, they have to actually get their whole all their ships together, their entire armada together, to fend off this invasion. But it's going to take some time, so they come up with the USS Typhon, a mobile battle outpost, which, I mean, is essentially a starship made for fighting big battles. And I honestly thought that this was probably one of the best ships that I wish was canon, because, I mean, as a kid, I watched Star Trek First Contact, and that was the one that freaked me out the most, just with the Borg invasion and all that. And then I assumed the ship, the Typhon, was the Defiant for a little bit. Again, I didn't pay too much attention from when I was a kid and then teenager, but still. The Typhon had some great weaponry, the turrets that you got to use when you had to protect the Typhon, because there was no time to get the Valkyrie on some levels. And the Valkyrie starfighters, they were awesome. I think there were 3 versions. The standard, the one that was made similarly to the original Kamjate starship from the older versions of them, and then the upgraded Herc, or Kamjate, whatever, that they came out of the portal in space. Because it's cool that as you played, your ships can be upgraded from the ones you've destroyed. But I mean, you had no control of that. That was more or less part of the story. But the things you did have control of were if you destroyed certain fighters or encountered certain things in space, you can actually use your tractor beam to pick up a new set of technology to help fight in your battle against all these invaders. I mean, they try to make it seem like it was a Borg invasion altogether, but I guess it was just by chance that, yeah, the Borg are invading, but then they're having all this other stuff happening as well. I actually also found the space combat just really fun. I wouldn't say it made me think of Star Fox or anything like that, but it's just that I had so much fun just getting into these dogfights. I mean, the ship was very maneuverable. I mean, I haven't played many Starfighter games that were the ship. I mean, oh god, when I'm playing No Man's Sky, I get pissed, and I'm like, I wish I was playing Star Trek Invasion all over again. Okay, so another feature I did enjoy about Star Trek Invasion was how the endings were pretty much distributed. Depending on how critical the mission is, it will also depend on how bad the ending you get, because you can play up to a few missions in the beginning, and you'll almost always get the bad ending if you didn't meet a few mission parameters. I originally got the bad ending first, and then I got the semi-good ending, and I still don't remember how exactly I got it to where I got the better ending, but it's just that I kept replaying different levels, trying to figure out which ones I messed up on and which ones I had to let certain things happen. I mean, I made sure I destroyed everybody, but yeah, I mean, the missions were itself, like I said, were pretty fun. The level designs, I mean, it's really in space, and all that mostly was background, so it was more or less the ship designs I felt were really cool. Getting the good ending of the game was a pain in the butt because you had to go through so much problems so many times. I mean, God, but that's what I think where this game shined, and the way the gaming industry is right now, where we have nothing but DLC up the ass. At least this game made it to where there were, like, whatever you accomplish, you unlocked a certain section of the game, and we were allowed to progress and just try. I mean, to me, we don't have that anymore when it comes to gaming. We have to purchase something in order to get more of an experience out of a game, and that's why, to me, most games come out incomplete. I'm looking at you, Street Fighter 5. But anyway, this to me is a really good example of a game gem. I mean, it had all the right stuff when it came to a good Starfighter game. It's a good Star Trek game. I'm surprised no one's remastered it or even bothered to bring it up as something that was awesome. And Star Trek Invasions, to me, was just up there in terms of quality, gaming experience, replay value. I mean, this thing, I've clocked in so many hours trying to unlock the final ending because I'm a Star Trek fan, but I'm also just a gamer in general. Anyway, guys, I really hope you like this game gem. Honestly, I hope it's a game that you guys really did enjoy, because Star Trek Invasion is it's something that I hope you guys can revisit on, I guess if they have it on Steam. I doubt it, but if there's PlayStation emulators on PC. So definitely check it out. It's a good Starfighter game. Also check out Colony Wars. I mean, both games are pretty cool, but I've only played the one. You guys take care.